morning, friends. It's Tracy and Violet from Tea Time with Tracy and Violet, and I am so excited. So freaking excited. Oh, Violet, it's very exciting. Munro is out today. It's January 25th in Munro. Kresley Cole's newest book I have been waiting for friggin' years. I'm not even joking. Is released today. I pre-ordered the ebook and the paperback book. My paperback book isn't going to be here till like February 4th, but the ebook is available today. I haven't even looked. I've had to restrain myself from getting out of bed in the middle of the night to read this book. I'm not even joking. But I do have the Kindle app on my phone, so I'm going to be squinting my eyes all freaking day today, enjoying every second of it. But I got to remember, I still got a family to raise. I got 6 kids in the house and Violet, who's a turkey monster. Come this way, Violet. And got to do meals, so I got to be strategic about this. So anyways, I just wanted to start this video. I haven't done a reading vlog in umpteen days, months. I don't know. I've only done a couple of reading vlogs, so this is another one because this book is just too dang important not to talk about. So anyways, I'm gonna walk back to the house. She needs to finish her business appointments, make a coffee, and sit down and plop ours first into the mortal after dark world. Oh, almost home on this snowy Nova Scotian day. We've got the fire going nice and hot. That's what we need today, Violet. Oh yes. Oh yes. All right, I just had a heart attack almost. Cheapers creepers. I made my coffee. We're back here. I go to open my Kindle app on my phone and it's saying that I don't have access to this book anymore. Please check your subscription and all that stuff. And I'm thinking, what, Violet? Like, what's going on? I know, it's okay. It's all worked out now. The card that I had pre-ordered, the Kindle edition, the expiry date was up. Violet, all right. I love you. I know you love me. So I got that sorted. Didn't even have a snort off my coffee yet because I can't function until that's sorted. So it's sorted now. Luckily, well, Mazai's up, but the rest of the kids are still snoozing. It's just after 9 o'clock. Yeah, I want to punch off at least. I don't want to read it too fast. You know, sometimes I can go through these reading phases and read like a ridiculous amount in a day. And I want to savor it because I don't know when another one will be coming out, but I want to read it so fast, but I don't want to. Violet, what am I going to do? Jeez. I just read the first. Oh, Violet, it's so exciting, isn't it? I was reading it to Violet because she's all into the Immortals After Dark too. And the first chapter is like the epilogue of McCreeve. Pretty much the same thing, I think. Oh, it's exciting. We got to see what's going to happen next. I'm like tingling. Just doing the laundry rotation. I'm going to hang up some wet towels on my drying racks, then back to Munro. I'm on chapter 11 now. I'm going to have to make lunch pretty soon, but it just ended off. I had to write it down because it's soft, she murmured, with a bite. His lips curved into a spellbinding smile. Ah, lass, that's exactly how I'll make love to you. What? Oh, Munro. Ooh, Violet. Are you as hot as I am? Munro. Sheesh. Oh, Munro. Ooh. Ooh. I'm on chapter 11 now. Violet, did you hear that? Did you hear it? Oh, Violet. Oh, Violet. She's got herself all up in knots. Yeah, it's so good. so good. So it started off, like I said, yeah, stop licking me, stop licking me. Started off kind of like at the end of McCreeve when he's, if you've read this, if you haven't, he's being held in a warlock's dungeon stronghold. Oh, just hold on a minute. Munro's being held in a warlock stronghold, and I'm not going to give spoilers, but this is at the end of one of the older books. And Munro, who is a Lycae, they look like big, brutish, beautiful men, but they have the spirit of the beast inside them. So when they change violet, they get bigger and stronger. They grow fangs and claws, and it's almost like their face changes a little bit, but they're scary looking. They don't turn into a wolf. Anyways, these evil warlocks in the stronghold had taken Munro and some of his guys prisoner, and the warlocks can wrangle them and control them if they free the beast, and the warlocks can get the people to release the beast. They put like an incantation spell on them, and then they turn into mindless kind of beasts that these evil warlocks control. Only Munro, he's an alpha, and he had such control over his beast, he would not let it go, not let it go, not let it go, not let it go. What? Love ya. And this is all at the very beginning, all at the very end of one of the older books. And the only way this warlock could get Munro to free his beast so the warlock could take control of him, these warlocks went back through time to find his fated mate. Munro has been waiting for his fated mate for eons, honestly, a millennia. Now, this Immortal After Dark series, you can read them as standalones, but if you read them all together, there's a trailing, she's playing with the water bottle, a trailing plot line kind of that goes through all the books, so I suggest reading them all in order. But these Sons of Guns warlocks traveled through time, because they have that kind of power, found his fated mate, who is Eastern European. Turns out she's from Transylvania. She's really a petite little waif of a olive-skinned Transylvanian person. Beautiful. But they put a spell on her that she's turning to stone. So he has a choice to either bite her to try to change her into what he is, which is not very successful when you try to change a human. Less so for women. But the only way he could bite her and potentially save her life is to free the beast, because he has to do it when his beast is let go. And that's what the warlocks want, because he's the kingpin of all his group, and they can't seem to get him to free his beast. And turns out he ends up biting her, killing her, like she has to die, bite her. And that's kind of where it turns off, or like the story takes off. And so far you don't know at the end of McCreeve whether she lives or rises or not. At the very beginning you find out. This book so far has like 2 timelines, the present and where she came from. So I don't want to give away anything, but back in time, there is Munro is back in time to try to save his fated mate, and all hell is breaking loose. So anyways, loving. This is fulfilling every need I've wanted. Yes. So anyways, I'll check back in a bit. It's a lot of tension, a lot of angst, but I'm loving every second of it. All right, great. The oil truck pulled in while we were folding laundry. It's still out there. Whew. All right, guys, I got so hot and steamy. Whew, I had to have a shower. Thank God my husband was home, was all I'm saying. All right, everybody's fed lunch, so I'm gonna go back to reading for a little bit. More towels to hang up. All right, I haven't checked back in a while. I'm almost on page 200. It's 3:47, so it's almost 4 o'clock. The kids are hounded for supper. I said it's not supper time yet, but I just pulled out some stuff. Thank God for leftovers. Thank the Lord above. I'm getting the girls to fill up the wood box because the stove needs some more wood and there's none up here. My husband went to town. He said it's like a blowtorch, some sort of a big, it's like a propane torch. I'm like one of those little skinny propane things that, you know, he's like, no, it's bigger than that. I don't know, some sort of blowtorch thing. It came off.
I put my on.
Oh. I'm just getting the kids ready for bed. Misha has a loose tooth. She wants to try the whole string on the tooth and the doorknob trick. So I tied a string around her tooth. We're going to tie it to a doorknob and she's going to slam a door and see if it pulls out her tooth. Well, we can try it. Just a second. Oh! It worked! It's still hanging on the string. Yes. Oh my goodness, I'm so proud of you, Misha. You did it. All right, guys, the kids are to bed. They're not asleep, but they're to bed. I was just cleaning up the kitchen, but Mally made some deviled eggs a little while ago. So exciting. I'm going to wrap these up and put them out in the porch. Might have 1 or 2 or 3 while I do it. But yeah, deviled eggs. Gotta love it. All right, guys, it's 11:40. I'm on page like 240 something. I haven't read that much more this evening because I've been busy with the family and family life, you know, everything that goes along with that, running a household and stuff. But I'm going to resist staying up all night reading this book because I want to enjoy it and make it last. So I'll probably finish it tomorrow. There's 404 pages, I think, in it, something like that. But oh, just love it. Just love it. So I'll catch you in the morning. Well, good morning, friends. It's the next day. We're just going for our morning walk. There's our house. But, ooh, it's chilly out today. I had to put her jacket on her. Her 80s style jacket. I love it. Love it. Anyways, yeah, I plan on finishing that book today. I'm so excited. But it's bittersweet, but so excited to find out what happens. And yeah, I just put some wood in the fire before I left. Hopefully it catches. There's only a few coals, but we'll see. But we're just going for a little walk, and I'll meet you back in a little while. First load of the day. Oh, I just have to say it's a perfect day to read a book. It's beautiful. It's white and fluffy and winter, but it's cozy with a crackling fire. And yeah, perfect. All right, guys, I only read a couple of pages because the kids are up. I'm about to get my youngest in the tub. All right, well, he's trudging upstairs. I'm going to hang up some wet towels and get another wash going. So, yeah. Round 2. Oh, Violet. Now I'm going to get him all dressed for the day. Well, we're going to go pajama style today. Now, isn't he the cutest thing since sliced bread? Come on now. Come on. Come on.
No, no.
Round 3. Whew, now I just have some sweaters to hang up. I know, you're sick and tired of this, but I got some more towels, 1 sweater to hang up, and I'm heating up some lunch. Yeah, you know what time it is.
We're doing this.
All right, done. All right, friends, I gotta tell you, it's 20 after 5. I just finished. Oh, you're way down there. Well, I'm just gonna fill this teapot. I'm having a Census apple cinnamon. Oh, Lord, I just finished that book and it totally blew my socks off. And I don't have any socks on, but seriously, I want to sit down and talk to you about it before my husband and the kids get home. We ordered a pizza tonight, and we haven't done that in ages. But we got a gift certificate, so Mama was too busy. Oh, that's hot. Oh, well, I fell in. Whatever. Ooh, I look like a hot mess, but all I've done, well, I mean, I did lots of laundry today. But yes, I've had this girl out for a dance before. She's like with that really shiny, it's like a bluish grayish, and then like an off color rustic up at the top and the bottom. Her whole handle is gold. There's 2 gold things down here, gold up at the top, and these lines are gold. Isn't that beautiful? And then this is her skirt or pedestal, and gold all around the edges and between the colors. It's just beautiful, beautiful. So anyways, I totally wish I had my paperback copy of this book, but it's in transit right now. Yeah, but the Kresley Cole book, I don't want to give spoilers because this really just dropped yesterday and I don't want to, but for those that have read the series, which I know it's a big series to start if you're going to just, you know, jump into this world, you don't have to read it all before you get to this book, because there's a lot. I would suggest that you do, but you don't have to. But a lot of, as the books go on, the characters from the other books, there's crossovers, and you get to know the whole world. You get to know the whole world. So, in this book, it's been so long since there hasn't been a book in this world. I think it's from 2017. I felt like it was like going home. I seen so many characters in this book that were from other books. Even the little, like, just little glimpses of some, a little more glimpses of the others. And it was just so awesome because it touched on a lot of different elements of the long strung plot that goes through all of the books. Now, this book, I forget what I told you about it, but, well, I told you about the Munro, how he had to try to change his fated mate. Yeah, wasn't sure. and how there's two timelines in this. So a good chunk of the book at the beginning is back in time, because you know when his fated mate is brought into the picture, the warlock says, you wouldn't believe where I had to go and when I had to go to get her. So time travel, right? Good chunk of the book is back in time, but Munro has gone back in time to try to handle something there. And you ask, well, how does that happen? Time travel. If you don't know these books, yeah, time travel isn't an easy thing. It's not a regular thing. But these are bad warlocks, and they have a way of doing it. And somehow he is able to do that. So I won't divulge that, and I don't want to say too much more about that. But his fated mate, she's from Transylvania. She works for like a, well, she's like a carny is what is in the book, like a, not a circus, kind of like a circus, but they're stationed outside of a little village in Transylvania on the side of this woods, and this wood is teeming with mystical creatures. And so she is a professional knife thrower, like, you know, that throws knives at things. And the other people that work in the circus have, like, there's a fortune teller, there's a lion tamer, there's, you know, people like that. During the day, they do a circus. During the night, they help and hunt immortal creatures. Now, this is from a time that's not in the future, so they don't realize that there's good Lorians and bad Lorians and things like that. And the thing is, when he goes back in time, he arrives on the scene where his fated mate is, and she just got married. Just got married. That's all I'll say about that. But if you know about Lycan, when they have a fated mate, they know immediately. They know, like, their heart starts beating. It's almost like the hand of God came down and just touched you, and oh my God, she's mine. She's mine. And you don't ever get between a Lycan and their mate, because they go crazy. They go crazy. So, yeah, I don't really know how to say about, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give it away. I highly, highly recommend this book. I recommend the whole thing. I'm like hashtag Kresley Cole fangirl. Come on, you know. The other, as the book goes on, so there's back in the future, and it kind of flip-flops a little bit, but then the other part of the book is more in the future. And there's so much angst you see right from the beginning of the story. The book, I think it's 404 pages. I think that's what it said on the Kindle thing. It starts right at the beginning where they met, and it goes up and down and up and down and up and down, and wowzer dowser, I went through the ringer. I'm not even joking. Not even joking. I hear one of my kids. Just hold on a second. Yeah, up and down. Like, there's steam in this. There's relationship in this. There's some sexy times in this, but this is the perfect balance for me. For me, there's a big story that goes into this book. Like, this isn't like a smut book. This isn't like an erotica book that everything's all sex. No. But there is some of that in there. But that's what I love about all of her books. There's a mixture of humor in it, seriousness in it, and just adventure, angst, twists and turns. And I'm not one to like annotate books, like write down or tab books. I admire people that do that. I'm just not that kind of a person. I'm not organized. I'm not anything like that. Do the games and all. But I had a screenshot and write down some of the quotes in this story, and I read one of them to you. There was like 5 or 6 that really stuck out to me. And I'm just, holy cow, I've totally missed her writing. And I truly hope there's going to be more. The way this book ends off, though, you can see where another one would be coming. And it's going to be everything. Everything. Now, I haven't said a whole lot about the story. It's a love story. The beginning's back in the future. How it goes through I can't really divulge, but it does go through to the future, and you can picture somebody from the past being brought to the future, and all the craziness, like just seeing a car, or street lights, or jets overhead, or cell phones, or things like that. It was really a wild ride for me because there were so many ups and downs, and I felt since I know all the characters, even the ones that only make a small appearance, they've been in all the books, or a lot of the books, I felt like, oh yeah, I'm back with my crew. I'm back with my crew. So this isn't really a book review. I can't really tell you what it's all about because it's new and I don't want to spoil it, and I'd love for you to have this adventure. If you don't want to read the whole series beforehand, which I understand because there's umpteen books, but I highly recommend you do it. But if you don't want to do that, I tried to do that the last part of December and all of January. I read the prequel, and then book 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this month I read Shadow's Claim and McCreeve. I didn't read all the other ones, and the other ones are fantastic too. I was just trying to catch up. I thought, I could read the whole thing before this one comes out. I just didn't have time. I read 3, including this one, this month. But the ones I would recommend for you to have a little bit of a backstory would be McCreeve for sure, because William McCreeve is who was in that book, and that's Munro's twin brother. And then at the end of that book, there's an epilogue, which is kind of like the start of Munro's book. There's a little bit of a glimpse of it in Shadow's Claim, which I think is before McCreeve. I wouldn't say you have to read that, but it just gives you a glimpse into how nasty those mother flippin' warlocks are. But I just want to put this out there to talk about this book because I think it's amazing, and I'm so glad that we got a new installment, and I can't wait. No pressure, Miss Cole, no pressure, but you are a 100% automatic buy for me. I love everything that you write, and this was just the bee's knees is what I'm saying. Really, really. So anyways, I just wanted to make a reading vlog along while I did this because I have been hyped about this book. I know people do videos about most anticipated books of 2022, and I'm sure there's lots of great books out there, and this is the only book I've ever really kept my focus on to see when a new book is coming out, because this is my OG reading book thing, and I've been a fangirl for years. So anyways, thank you so much for writing this book. Yeah, this is just more of a little vlog style reading, and will hopefully have my hard, physical copy when I do my what I read in January 2022 video, but for now you'll have to just see the picture. But that's all I really want to say about it because it's so right off the block, and if you're into paranormal romance, that whole series is fantastic. I don't do stars, but if I did, I would give it 11 stars. 11's my favorite number, and I'm just saying. This did not disappoint at all. I wasn't even really worried about whether it would, but I'm just I've been fiending for more of this. Some of the characters that were in it, like I said, were from other ones, and it was just I just felt oh yeah, Lothair, he's hilarious in this. He's the enemy of old. He's like a 3,000-year-old vampire king. And, oh, it's just perfect. Just perfect. So anyways, that's all I'll say about it, because I could ramble on about this whole series. But thumbs up. Thumbs friggin' up from me for this book. I'm just gushing, fangirling about it. That's all this video is, because it's fantastic. So anyways, I'm gonna finish this pot of tea before my husband and the kids get home. The little kids. I still got 4 kids here, but yeah. Violet is here under the table. So anyways, I'm gonna say peace, love, and happiness today and every single day. Please like, share, and subscribe if you so choose, but if not, that's okay too. I still love ya. I still want all the happiness in the world for each and every one of you out there. I certainly do. I really, really honest and truly do. Yes, I do. So I also want to say, I'll put the link if you're interested in buying this book down below. Yeah, but Kresley Cole, Immortals After Dark. She does have other series too, and I really like them, but the Immortals After Dark is my ultimate favorite. So just saying. All right, guys, cheers, and I'm gonna say have a good night or have a good morning, and I might see you tomorrow. Bye. Bloop.